The kids were in that. Dylan and Bethany were in the downstairs room. They knew the guys who were there. It wasn't just one. They knew who they were. There was a lot of loud noise, and they locked themselves in their rooms and went to sleep. I said, or we're hiding, whatever. But I said, why didn't they call the police? She goes, I don't know. Where the kids were in that. Dylan and Bethany were in the downstairs room. They knew the guys who were there. It wasn't just one. They knew who they were. There was a lot of loud noise, and they locked themselves in their rooms and went to sleep. I said, or we're hiding, whatever. But I said, why didn't they call the police?
This is an interesting picture. I think it's the Corner Club. We have Jack D, Maddie, and Kaylee sitting here. So I think these people used to chill together a lot. Something must have gone wrong. Maddie told Adam something that must have got them unalived. And Maddie was spending a lot of time at the Corner Club. Jack D sitting there. Was this a crime of passion? I think this is the orange jumper inside Zana's toilet, bathroom. It's folded, it's on top of a washing machine. Zana used to clearly party with many people. You can see her here with Emily. There was a rumor going on in the beginning that Emily and Zana fell out towards the end of Zana's life. I don't know if that is true. But they used to chill in the fraternities a lot. I believe it was the Davids and the Sigma Chi who were jealous of Zana. Remember, it was said even by Dylan, his pastor, in the memorial. It was clearly stated, DM said that Zana was loved by everyone's parents. She had their numbers and they used to contact her. That could have made any of her friends jealous if the parents loved Zana and called Zana the whole time. Zana was a happy, bubbly person. So were there people jealous of her? Possibly. Kaylee, Maddie, all of them. Or was Zana just protecting her man? She did what she thought was right, because it looked like the argument was about Ethan. And Ethan had beef with the Davids. Zana was chilling a lot at the Sigma Chi with Emily. That's why I believe a fight broke out. The living room looks like a fight really broke out. Looks like Zana and Ethan were running to their room. Or anything could have happened outside even. There's nothing I'm going to debunk or dismiss in this case, because everything is possible here. The reports are not even clear. Let's not forget, Zana, Maddie, Maddie's boyfriend Jake, and Shawalter were all present at the Delta Tau Delt party the night the poor 19-year-old boy, Hudson Lindo, was found unalived at Paradise Creek. So was this about Hudson Lindo? Or was this about Kaylee, Maddie, and Hannah Clear, who allegedly unalived herself? And then you have Caden Young, who was the latest victim. So on the whole, we have 7 young kids, all unalived within a year. How is that possible? DM clearly said that she saw Zana lying on the floor. Why didn't she call for help? People were being actively unalived in the house, and these 2 young women locked themselves in the ground floor where they could have easily ran for their lives and called for help. They didn't do that. What did they know, or what were they told? Or were they involved? Is my questions. Something is not right with their stories. What happened to the escapade evidence Bethany Funk had? What is the firework about? Is this all made up stories? Is it all a staged crime scene? All those questions will follow up when you haven't called 911 for 8 to 9 hours. There was a lot of beef going on in this house. DM was being bullied for whatever reason. I don't believe a quadruple just randomly happened. This was organized by 3 different groups, I believe. All from the university, all local, I believe. Emma and Demetrius, I believe, were using the spare room. The police were all over that room, inside and outside. I want to know why. It looked like there's red liquid in front of that room. The police tried to open it, but it was locked. Who was using that room? Why was Hunter always in that house? Why was Emily always in that house? It wasn't Bethany Funk that opened the door. It was Emily. So many creators have said that, and it's not true. You never see Bethany Funk in the noise complaints. I wonder why. Dylan clearly said that she saw things blurry. She had gallons of vodka with water. She was mixing drinks. We don't know if she took drugs. She was partying for days. We can see the state of the house. So how could they even make her a witness, is my question. Where was the other 2 triplets that night? Hunter Chapin said that he and Ethan did everything together. They went to the same fraternity. He said, we eat together, we drive together, we chill together. So where were you that night? He said that Hunter Johnson came and told him at the Sigma Chi that Zana and Ethan were unalived. When did Hunter Johnson get to do that? Because he was at the crime scene and the police were stopping him to go anywhere. But we saw Hunter Chapin coming to the crime scene and Maisie. What happened that night? He must have told his mother 2 a.m. is the darkest hour. So Ethan was deleted at 2 a.m. And so was Zana, in my opinion. I wonder why Ethan texted his sister. Was that a goodbye text? Or was that a text like I'm in trouble? She said he never usually says I love you. And he said I love you to his sister in the text. He said we all miss you. So who is all? Who were you chilling with, Ethan? Did the Davids come and attack him? Allegedly? What was going on? Zana spent a lot of time at the Sigma Chi. And I really believe WSU Kim. There's something wrong with Jack D's whole story. An alibi. And his hands especially. And his swollen face. In my opinion. I've showed you plenty of pictures of that. And after seeing the body cam, I really believe that wasn't wrong about Jack D. He went and got himself an attorney. Why would you do that? And his professor was concerned that he was cutting classes He referred him to some kind of therapy, I think. So thinking about it, this is the last clothes Ethan must have worn. He was at the sorority party with his sister, the Betty Blue party. So he was wearing the black suit. He could have gone and changed into something lighter and then gone back to the Sigma Chi fraternity party. Just trying to figure out the timeline of Ethan and Zana. He looked like he was very close to his sister. Sad, heartbreaking.
Would say as soon as you get there, you know something's wrong.
Hunter was the first person to arrive to King Road to discover what happened. Their friend Josie Louderin, who was also there, describing the moments in the docuseries.
As soon as I stepped in the house, I was like, oh, something is so not right.
I wonder if somebody was bleeding on the steps. I showed you the above railing on the right-hand side upstairs has red liquid on it. I'm sure that was what Ann Taylor was talking about. If you watch my previous clip, you see that. Although it's blurry, there's something on the railing. I wonder the steps. I wonder what is on the steps. Why is there all this mess? DM said there was a party 2 days before. Why would Kaylee be dancing in this mess? I wonder if these kids were really killed at home. Were they unalive somewhere else? Doesn't make sense. They were hiding all over these places. The windows don't have curtains or shades. And that is dangerous. Any person with a sick mentality could have been watching them.
Exactly. Street youths. White Claws? White Claw. Nice. I hate when I leave my White Claws. Oh, they're cold too. Man.
Yeah, these are cold.
Whew. Oh, God. An open one. Hello.
You do that? Learned that from a college kid.
Yep.
Yep.
So this house was a party house. And Maddie and Kaylee were not even at home.
Maddie, 1 second. You shouldn't have on this phone.
Hunter was always opening the door.
You live
Green Road.
Okay. So, hey, the reason that we're here is that we live music, party, house channel,
No one should be a fan of White Claws, truly.
and then we sat here and then talked because we're not going to do it. Good on you. I wish I hadn't actually. I did want to. So right now, if I can, I would like to. I remember what it was like. This gave birth, and I'm guessing, and I want your current address also as well. Okay. Yeah. It's okay. I don't assume it's game, but. How do you spell it, Maddie?
So we have one Sigma Chi fraternity boy here, the first one, and you have Hunter once again. My question is, what was Hunter and Emily doing in this house 24/7? Was he using the spare room? What was happening in the spare room?
So I need to verify that there was a party here. We'll go get a phone number. We'll be right back. Sorry, we're not trying to make your life.
I understand.
letting you know this is how it's going to play out. I'm not going anywhere until I talk to somebody.
You guys mind just leaving the door open for us? That way we can get some sort of communication between us and them. We're not going to come in.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I know what I do.
And hey guys, really, we're just coming here for noise complaint. So you understand? Y'all are drinking.
The
Right?
reason I apologize for no one coming to the door. The issue is we were trying to find the
Everyone's kind of freaked out because cops are here. You guys are having a good time, right?
Well, I've been at another house before and I went out and talked to the cops,
Yeah.
but I wasn't the
No worries.
resident, so they just told me to go back inside,
Yep.
basically. So
No worries. So hey, just go ahead and get the contract.
And here we have Emily, Hunter's girlfriend, opening the door. So was Hunter, Emily, living in this house practically? And what was happening in the spare room? The lights are on. Ethan's golf set was there. What was Emily doing in the house? She lived with Josie, but who did Hunter live with? Why were they always in this house? Is my question. Jack D, Hunter, Emily, they all know the inside of the house well, and many other people. Koberger has no relationship with these people or the house. He has no motive and no target. Let me know what you think, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe.